Do you believe in one God, but in three divine people?
Yes.
Okay. I would say that's three gods. Let me give you an example of what the Trinity is. So, we're not gods, obviously, right? But
Yes.
just, for example, I am person A,
Yeah.
you are person B,
I'm person B.
and he is person C, right?
C.
My cameraman, right? My fellow brother,
Oh, yeah.
right? Now let's say, we're three different people, all right? Just like the Trinity, there's three different people. The Father is not the Son is not the Holy Spirit is not the Father, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now each one is 100% God. I am not God, but just for the sake of example, person A is 100% God, person B is 100% God, and person C is 100% God. And these are three different people. So, oh, 1 second. He's just gonna clip the mic because I went behind you.
Sorry.
You're good.
I just want to keep my camera out of the sun so it's not like
No problem.
overheating and stuff. Yeah.
So
Thank you.
that would be saying that there are three gods because we're three different people. God by definition can only be one person.
Yeah, so I'm not sure I would agree with that analogy,
Okay.
right?
What was wrong with the analogy?
Well, the three of us were obviously three separate persons. So God is one being. So you could think so obviously God caused the Big Bang kind of a thing. So he's not a material being. So if he's not going to be a material being, he's got to be probably a mind. Would you agree? That he's
transcendental. He's not like his creation.
Yeah.
Right? He's not in space-time.
Yeah, so
Okay.
if he's not in space-time, then he's not made of matter. So then he's got to be some sort of mind kind of being, right?
Well, we have to stick what obviously he's not physical created things, right?
Yeah.
God is not like his creation, right? But that still doesn't solve the problem because you still admit that there are three different. There are three different people.
We're just going on the first step though. So first, God's not a material being, right? And so that's different than this analogy. And then if God is immaterial, you could think of it he's a one immaterial being, but he has oh man, let me see if I can remember the word. He has man, there's a word, but I don't remember it. It's he has adequate resources, but it's not resources things you have, but he's rich enough for his one being to have three persons in his one being. So for us, we're just one creature, and we have enough richness for one mind. But God is so rich that being one entity, one God, is rich enough to sustain three minds. And
Do you believe Jesus has the same mind as the Father?
Well, that's a complicated question, right? So Jesus has two natures. He's got a human nature and a divine nature, right? And so there's differences between the human nature and the divine nature, and then within the divine nature and the human nature, there's differences from the Father and the Holy Spirit.
Okay.
So
you said Jesus has a divine nature and a human nature.
Yeah.
Okay. Could someone be married and be a bachelor simultaneously?
No, that's a logical contradiction.
So now if I said someone is all-knowing and also not all-knowing, do you see how it's the same principle?
Oh, there's another word. So in Philippians, there's this passage in chapter 2, I think, where it's talking about Jesus, though being in the form of God, did not consider equality with God something to be grasped. And so it says that he emptied himself. And so Jesus, in his human nature, he willingly gave up some of his omniscience, even though in his divine nature, obviously he is omniscient.
No, but he's divine and human at the same time, simultaneously.
Yes.
And I'm saying that's no different than saying that someone's a married bachelor. It's two opposing natures.
Well, he's divine in his divine nature. He's got two natures.
That still doesn't. That's like saying, look, I'm married, but I'm only married in my married nature, and I'm a bachelor in my bachelor nature. But I have both simultaneously.
See, but I feel like you're assuming that analogy holds.
I think it does.
Contradictory, because obviously, like a Mary Bachelor is like a contradiction, but
Yeah.
I don't think.
I say it's the same thing when it comes to saying someone is divine and also not divine at the same time, simultaneously. You try to, but you're understanding what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah, I understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah. I would say, look, all these prophets who came to us. Like, for example, we believe Prophet Muhammad is the last messenger, right? Last prophet. And we believe the Quran is the final holy book that came from God, right? But we believe in the older ones, like the Torah, the Gospel. We just believe that they were corrupted. But even in those books, when you read it, it's very clear that God is nothing like us. He's not human. He's not the son of a man. He knows everything. He has all power. Like, Jesus would pray to God. God doesn't pray to anyone, right?
But there are like certain similarities between us and God, right? Like it says in Genesis that we're made in the image of God, and so there's some sort of.
But that doesn't make us God.
Of course not.
Yeah, so it would be the same with Jesus, right?
Well, not necessarily, right? Like Jesus is different than us, like very much. Like he's there before the foundation of the world, so obviously he's different than us.
Okay, but he still had a beginning.
Well, at the beginning in his human nature. Not his divine
and
nature.
I'm still stressing the point. You can't have a divine nature and a human nature simultaneously. Because if you're saying contradictions are possible, then the world would just be illogical.
Oh, okay. Well, consider this. Here's an idea. So, you're saying to be human, an essential like property of being a human is to not be omniscient, or to not be these things. And so
you admit humans are not divine, right?
Well, humans generally are not divine.
So you're saying some humans are divine?
Well, Jesus was a human and he was divine. So.
Okay, was his human nature divine?
Right. So
if you say that, then you're just saying there's one nature.
I'm not saying that. Yeah. What I want to say is that the divine properties are not contradictory with any essential human properties.
I'm saying they are. I'm saying Jesus and the Bible.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. And then I'm saying that the properties that you think are essential to being human, that are contradictory, are not essential to being human.
Okay. So you believe a human could be all-knowing?
Yes.
Okay. So
could be.
Could like be Jesus. Could humans be all-powerful?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Jesus.
All right. Now the Father and the Son are different, right?
That's true.
Okay. If they were both all-powerful, right? Do you see that there would be a problem here?
There would be a problem if they weren't both God and one being.
No. Even when you're all-powerful, by necessity, you're God. That's what it means.
Yeah.
Right? So my question to you now is, how would you differentiate? Why do you still say one God instead of two? What differentiates the Father from Jesus? What makes them different? What makes them two separate people?
Well, they have different roles and they're separate.
You're basically saying there are two gods, but you're insisting that they are one. That's what I'm trying to make you... Look, is God one being or three beings?
One being.
Okay. Is he one person or three persons?
Three persons.
Okay. So what you believe one being but three persons?
Yeah.
Every person is a being. So try to understand this logical syllogism.
Yeah.
Every person is a being. Right. The second premise is the Trinity is made up of three different people.
Persons.
Therefore, the conclusion is the Trinity is made up of three different beings.
Yes.
Right. See, every being is not a person, but every person is a being.
Every being.
That's why I can't believe in the Trinity.
Person.
This is the point.
Say that again. That.
Okay. Every person is a being. A being just means something that exists, right? That's what a being means, to be, to have existence.
Yeah.
Every person is a being, but not every being is a person. For example, you wouldn't call The Rock a person.
I wouldn't call The Rock a person?
Yeah.
Like a rock, or like Dwayne The Rock Johnson? like a rock?
Like a pebble.
Okay, yeah, like a pebble. No, I wouldn't call it.
But it is still a being because it exists. But it's not a person.
Well, I wouldn't say it's a being in the same sense. I feel like that's like a different kind of
Does it exist?
Yeah, well, I mean,
that's what it means to be a being.
I don't know if I'd use that word that way though. Like I feel like generally when we talk about beings, like I guess you could call like anything that bees a being, it's like something that exists. But I feel like generally whenever I use that word, I'm talking about more like living things, you know, like
Okay,
people.
even if you use living things, right? There would still be a. You would still have to go back that.
Salam, brother.
Assalam wa rahmatullah.
Good. Could I take one of these? Quran?
Yeah, sure, it's all free.
Thank you so much, brother. You don't want it?
You guys want a free book too? Have a good day. So you would still admit though, even if you said, oh, being is only for living things, right? It still doesn't solve the problem. If there are three different people and every person is a being, then there are three different beings.
Yeah, so every person is a being. Yeah, see, I don't think I'd agree with that.
Every person is not a being?
Yeah, I think that because, well, I mean, obviously, because I think that one being can be three persons.
Okay.
So, like, I wouldn't agree with that.
Okay. I would think that just, try to, like, maybe when you go home, just reflect on this more.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because if you're wrong about this, you're committing idolatry.
Mm-hmm.
You know that,
it's
right?
a big deal. Yeah.